Hello guys, this is the second video on coordinate geometry and today we're going to be focusing on two important things. Number one, plotting of point on the graph paper, and number two, finding the area and perimeter of the figure that are formed after joining all the points on the graph paper. So what we will do is we will solve some important questions related with the topic so that it will give you a complete idea of how to plot the point and how will you find the area and perimeter of the figure that are formed after joining all the points of the graph paper. So let's get started. But before we start, the most important thing that you have to know on this particular topic are coordinates. This is what we have discussed in the first video. So if you have not gone through the first video, please go through it and explain all the related terms that you'll be using while doing the exercise. Alright? Now coordinates are nothing but it is the value of x and y. Alright? Now x is called abscissa and y is ordinate. Now whatever you do, whether you are finding the equation of a line or the distance between the 2 points or plotting of point or finding area of any figure on the graph paper, so we need coordinates. So if you have the value of x and y, then you can solve anything. Now let's take some example, some important questions which will give you the complete idea. So this is the first example. It says plot the point P. So we need a graph paper. But don't worry, if you don't have a graph paper, it's okay. You can do it roughly on your notebook or in your exercise book like this. Okay, so what you do is you draw two axes, x-axis and y-axis. So this is your x-axis and this is your y-axis. All right. But what is important here is the unit that you have to take has to be equal. Now what does unit mean? The distance between the 2 points, alright? So it has to be same. So this is your 1, 2, 3, 4, so on. Minus 1, minus 2, minus 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Minus 1, minus 2, minus 3. Now what is important is this arrow. If you don't give this arrow, then you might not get full marks. Alright, so I am repeating it once again. If you don't have graph paper or graph copies, then you can do it roughly. Alright, try to understand how to plot the point, how to find the area of the figure that are formed on the graph paper. Then afterwards, whenever you will get a graph copies or graph paper, then you can do it. On a board exam, all the calculation part you have to do it on the answer script, and all the plotting of point that you have to do it on the graph paper. Is that okay? Now another important thing, how much units you are taking, that you have to mention. For example, if you are taking 2 cm is equals to 1 unit on both axes. So you have to mention taking 2 cm is equals to 1 unit on both axes. Alright? Similarly, if the coordinates are very big, for example, if it is more than 5, then it won't fit on the graph paper. So you have to reduce the unit. So that means you have to take each unit as 1 centimeter. So in that case, you have to write 1 centimeter is equals to 1 unit on both axes. So this is what you have to write on the graph paper. Now, so how to plot the point? This is what we have discussed in the first video also. So please, if you have not gone through the first video, please go through the first video. Alright? Now, plot the point P, which is minus 3, 4. So what is given here is given P minus 3 and 4. So the value of x is 3 and the value of y is 4. Now x is 3 means it will go this side, minus 3, and y is 4, so it will go this side on the x-axis and y-axis respectively. Now if you draw two perpendicular, then these two will meet here. So this is your P and the coordinates are minus 3 and 4. After plotting the point, put the point in a circle, and then don't forget to write what point is that, whether it's A, B, C, here is B, and don't forget to write the coordinates. Alright? So this is how we plot the point. Now next one, draw PL and PN perpendicular to x-axis and y-axis respectively. Now we have to draw a perpendicular from P. But don't worry, you don't have to construct 90 degrees. Now what is perpendicular? If two lines are perpendicular means they intersected at each other at an angle of 90 degree. Okay, but here you don't have to construct 90 degree. Why? Because on the graph paper all the lines are perpendicular to each other. Okay, so what you have to do is you just have to draw a line till x-axis. So this is your perpendicular. Now this intersected with the x-axis at this point. So this point is your M. So P, and we have to do a perpendicular on y-axis as well. Now this point is your M. Alright? Now state the coordinates of M and N. Now we have to write the coordinate of M. Now what will be the coordinate of M? Now M lies on the x-axis. So if any point lies on the x-axis, then the y will be 0. Now y is 0. Then what is x? 1, 2, minus. And what will be the coordinate of N? Now it lies on the y-axis. So if the point lies on the y-axis, then x will be 0. Okay, so the coordinate of this will be x is 0 and y is 1, 2, 3, 4. This is very important. If the point lies on the x-axis, y is 0. If the point lies on the y-axis, then x is 0. Now we got the coordinates of M. So therefore, coordinates of M. So what is the coordinate of M? Minus 3, 0, and the coordinate of N is 0, so this is the answer. Now all this writing part you have to do it on the answer script, okay? Not on the graph. I don't have space, so I'll bring it here. Now, name the figure PMON where O is the origin. Now, origin is the starting point, the intersection of x-axis and y-axis. Alright, so this is the origin. Now at this point, both the value of x and y are 0. So what is the coordinate of origin? 0, 0. In some of the questions, they might ask you this also. So what will be the coordinate of the origin? So this will be a 0, 0. Now, so what kind of figure it is? Now it is a quadrilateral. Yes or no? Four-sided figure. Now let's separate this one. PMON. Now what kind of quadrilateral it is? Whether it's a rectangle or a trapezium or a square. So let's find it out. Now another important thing. Since we are finding the area and perimeter and what kind of figure it is, so you have to have the basic idea of all the shapes and the formula to find the area and perimeter of different figures. Okay, so here are some of the formula. You can go through it. So that will help you to find the area and perimeter of different figures. Now, so if you look at this one, now what we have to do here is we have to see the side. If all sides are equal, then it is a square. If the opposite sides are equal, then it is a rectangle. Now here this is 4 unit, 1, 2, 3, 4. Now here also it is 4 unit. On the graph paper it will be very easy for you to find the units. Alright. Now here MO. Now here it is 3 unit, 1, 2, 3. Now here also it is 3 unit. Now opposite sides are equal, so it is a rectangle. Yes or no? So this is 3 unit, 3 unit, 4 unit and 4 unit. So if two opposite sides are equal, then it is a rectangle. So therefore PMON is a rectangle. This you have to write on the answers. Alright? Okay. Now, so this is a rectangle. Keep this in. Now, hence, find the area and perimeter of the figure PMON. Now, PMON is a rectangle, isn't it? Now, what is the formula to find the area and perimeter of a rectangle? So, area of a rectangle PMON. Now, the formula is length into breadth. Now, length is how much? 4 into 3. So, which is 12. Now, what will be the unit? The unit of area is always in square. Here's a centimeter square, meter square. But here we don't know whether it's a centimeter or inch or a kilometer. So what we write is, we write it unit square. Now what will be the perimeter of a rectangle? The perimeter of a rectangle PMON. So what is the formula? 2 into L plus D. The length is 4 and breadth is 3. So 2 into 7. So this is 14. The perimeter. So what is the perimeter? Perimeter is nothing but sum of the length of the boundary. Sum means add. If you add all the length of the boundary, then that will give you the perimeter. So here it is 3, 3, 4 and 4. So 4 plus 3 is 7. 4 plus 3 is 7. So 7 plus 7 is 14. So what will be the unit here? It is the length. So length is always in centimeter, meter like that. But here we don't know whether it's a centimeter or meter. So we write unit. So this is how we find the area and perimeter of a different figure that are formed on the graph paper. Alright. Now let's move on to the second example. Now it says 3 vertices of a square are given. Now do you know what are the vertices? The edges. So if you look at the triangle, these 3 points are called the vertices, or the square. These 4 points are called the vertices. Alright? Vertex is a singular and vertices is a plural. Now, 3 vertices of a square are A, B, C, D. It is given. So A is given, which is 2 and comma 3. So the coordinate of A is given, which is 2 comma 3. Now let's try to plot it on the graph paper. Don't worry, if you don't have a graph paper, you can do it roughly like this, how I'm doing on the board. You can do exactly like this on your notebook. Alright? Then afterwards, if you have a graph paper or a graph exercise book, then you can do it on the graph. Now the coordinate of A is given is 2 comma 3. So both are positive. So this will be in the first quadrant. So 1, 2, x is 2 and y is 1, 2, 3. So yes, so x is 2, 1 and 2 and y is 3, 1, 2, 3. So this 2 will meet at this point. So this is your A, which is 2 comma 3. Alright? Now B. B is minus 3 comma 3. Now x is minus 3, so this will go this side, x is minus 3 and y is 3, 1, 2 and 3. So these 2 will meet at this point. So this is your B, which is minus 3. Okay? Similarly, coordinate of C is minus 3 comma minus 2. Now both are negative, so this will lie on the third quadrant. See, we have to go in left hand side. First quadrant, second quadrant, third quadrant and fourth quadrant. So I'm repeating it once again. All this related terms are explained in the first video, so please go through the first video. Alright? Now, C is minus 3 and minus 2. So C is minus 3 and minus 2. So these 2 will meet at this point. So this is C, which is minus 3 and minus 2. Now, plot this point on the graph paper. So this is done, and hence use it to find the coordinates of a 4th vertex. Now, remember this. These are the vertices of a square. So all sides are equal. So now what you have to do is just join AB and BC. Okay? Now from here, now see on the graph paper, as I told you, all lines are perpendicular. So you just have to extend that. Okay? Now from here also you just extend it. Then these 2 will meet at this point. Now count whether the sides are equal or not. Now here it is 1, 2. 1, 2, 3. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now here it is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So here it is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and here it is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this is a square. Now what will be the coordinate? Now let's take this point as D. So the coordinate of the 4th vertex will be, now this is on the right hand side. So this is positive 2 and this is below the origin. So this will be negative on the y-axis. So this is 1, 2. So this will be a minus 2. So therefore, coordinate of the 4th vertex is equals to 2 comma minus. So this is the answer. Now let's move on to the next part. Also find the area and perimeter of the square. Now we use the formula. Now ABCD is a square. So how will you find the area of a square? ABCD. So what is the formula to find the area of a square? Side square. Or in the formula it is written as A square. A means side. So each sides are equal. So this is your 5, 5, 5. So what is the unit? We don't have unit, yes or no. So that's why we write 5 units. So side is 5, so 5 square, so which is 25. So the unit of area is always in square. So we write unit square. Alright? Now, how will we find the perimeter? So perimeter of a square ABC. Now 4A. So this is the formula. Now what does A represent? A is the side. So don't get confused. A is the side. So what is the side here? Side is 5 units. So this is 20 units. So this is how we solve. Now let's move on to the third point. Now let's take another example. It says the adjoining figure shows an equilateral triangle OAB. Now OAB is an equilateral triangle here, with each side is equals to 2A. Now the length of each side is 2A. So this is an equilateral triangle. Keep this in mind. Find the coordinate of the vertices. So what are the vertices? A, O and B. Now if you look at this one, this O is nothing but the intersection of x-axis and y-axis. So this is the origin. Now one vertex lies at the origin. Is at the origin. So what will be its coordinate? 0, 0. So we got the coordinate of first vertex. Now if you look at B, so if you look at B, B lies on x-axis. So if any point lies on the x-axis, then the y is 0. Then we just have to count x. Now if you look at this one, this length is 2a. So that means it is 2a unit away from the origin. So x is 2a. So the coordinate of B is 2a. Now we have to find the coordinate of A. Now what we'll do here is, let's draw a perpendicular. So if we draw a perpendicular, now since this is an equilateral triangle, this perpendicular divides this triangle into 2 equal halves. So that means base is also divided into 2 equal halves. So that means if this whole length is 2a, then this length is your A. Yes, that will give you 2a. A plus a will give you 2a. So that means this perpendicular divides base into 2 equal halves. So this is A. So that means at this point we need x and y. So x means the value of x from the origin on the x-axis. So that means the value of x is A. So coordinate here, the value of x is A. Alright? So x is A. Now how will I find the value of y? Now we cannot count here. So what we'll do here is, if you separate this figure, so this is your A, O, let's take this as D. So if you look at this one, this is an equilateral triangle, all sides are equal, which is 2a. So this is your 2a. Now this is your A. Now we need this length. So if we can find this length, then we can find the coordinate of this point. Are you understanding? Okay. So what we do here is, now this is perpendicular, means 90 degrees. So this is a right angle triangle. So we can use Pythagoras theorem to find this side. So this is your hypotenuse, perpendicular and base. So if you use Pythagoras theorem, h squared is equals to p squared plus b squared. Now h is your 2a squared, p we are finding, and b is your a squared. So this is your 4a squared. Now if you take this a to this side, p squared. So p squared is equals to 4 minus 1 is 3a squared. So if you take the square root on both sides, then p is equals to a. This and this will get cancelled, but square root of 3 will remain there. So p is equals to a root 3. So this is a root 3, or you can write it as root 3 into. So we got all the three coordinates. The coordinate of a is a comma root 3a. Coordinate of b is 2a comma 0, and coordinate of o, that is origin, which is 0 comma 0. Now let's take another example which will give you a clear idea. The adjoining figure shows an equilateral triangle. Now here also PQR is an equilateral triangle. Find the coordinate of it. Now we have to find the coordinate of this one. Now if you look at this one, PQR is an equilateral triangle. Now the coordinate of R is given, which is 0 comma minus 2. Coordinate of Q is given, which is 0 comma. Now we have to find the coordinate of this one, which is x and y. Now since it is an equilateral triangle, all sides are equal. Let's try to find it. Now if you look at this one, this is the origin. Now here x is 0. Now we can count y. Y is 2 unit. And here also from the origin, at this point R, the value of y is 2. It is minus 2, but if you count, it is 2 unit. Then if you take this length Q and R, now what will be QR? 2 plus 2 will give you 4. So that means QR is 4. So if this length is 4, then QP is also 4 and PR is also 4. So this is your 4 unit, this is your 4 units. So all sides are equal. It's 4, 4 and 4. Now we have to find the coordinate of this point. Now at this point lies on x-axis. So if it lies on the x-axis, then y will be 0. Now we have to find x. Now what we do? We separate this triangle. So if you separate this triangle, so this is your Q, O and P. Now this length is 2. This length is 2. This length, P and Q. This length is your 4. Alright? Now if you can find this length, then we can say that this P is this unit away from the origin on the x-axis. So that will give you the value of x. Alright? Now we'll find. So again, we can use Pythagoras theorem. This is your hypotenuse. This is your perpendicular, or you can take this as perpendicular, and this is your base. So h squared is equals to p squared plus b squared. Now h is your 4 squared, p is your 2 squared, plus b we are finding. So 4 plus 16 is equals to 4 plus b squared. If you take this to this side, 16 minus 4 is equals to b squared. So this is b squared is equals to 12. Alright. So if you break this 12, 4 into 3. Now we can take the square root on both sides. b is equals to square root of 4 is 2, and square root of 3 we don't have, so let's keep it the square root 2 root 3. So we got the value of b, so which is nothing but x, which is 2 root 3. So therefore, co-ordinate of b. So what is the value of x? Now this length is your 2 root under 3, so the value of x is 2 root 3. And what is the value of y? Now since the point lies on the x-axis, so its coordinate is 0. So this is 2 root 3 comma 0. So this is how we find the coordinate. Okay. Now let's take another example. It says write down the coordinates of the vertices of a rectangle. Keep this in mind, rectangle, which is 6 unit long. So the length is 6 unit and 4 unit wide. So the breadth is 4 unit. If the rectangle is in the first quadrant, so this is also what we have discussed in the first video. So if you don't know what are coordinates, what are quadrant, what are abscissa, what are coordinates, so please go and watch the first video. Alright, so that will give you all the idea of the important terms that are related with the chapter. Now, so this is your first quadrant. Now we have to go left hand side, anti-clockwise. First, second, third and fourth. So whatever rectangle is formed lies in the first quadrant. Now the length is 6 unit and the breadth is 4 unit, and its longer side lies on x-axis. So that means longer side lies on the x-axis. So that means a rectangle is somewhat like this. Alright? Now, and one vertex is at the origin. So that means one vertex is at the origin. So this is your, let's take it as 0, 0. Now, length, the longer side lies here. So that means let's count, it is 6 unit. So length is 6. So just count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So on the vertex lies here. So this is your 6, 0. Now, so that means if this is 6, so that means this length has to be 4. Yes or no? If this is a rectangle, if this length is 6, so that means this has to be a 4 unit. Yes or no? So let's count 1, 2, 3, 4. So this is another vertex. So let's take it as A, B, C and O. So what will be its coordinate? Its coordinate will be x is 0 and y is 4. Now let's draw a perpendicular from here and here. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Here also it has to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And here also it has to be 1, 2, 3 and 4. So what will be the coordinate here? 6 and y is 4. So let's take this as B. Now what we have to write? Write down the coordinate of the vertices of a rectangle. So therefore, coordinate of the vertices of the rectangle that form the triangle is equals to, so what are the coordinates? The first one is 0, 0. Second one is 6, 0. Third one is 6, 4. And the fourth one is 0, 4. Alright? So this is how we solve. Alright? But keep this in mind, all this written part we have to do it on the answer script, and the plotting part we have to do it on the graph. Alright? And keep this in mind, this arrow are very, very important. If you don't write this arrow, then no marks. Alright? And each unit, so whatever unit you are taking, that has to be equal. And whatever point you plot, that you have to define. Means you have to write its coordinate and what point it is. Whether it's A, B, C, P, Q, whatever it is that you have to mention. Alright, so this is all about plotting of point and finding the area and perimeter of the figure that are formed on the graph paper. So this is all about today's lesson. So in the next video we'll discuss about graph of linear equation. Okay.